Hi, everyone. My name is Abigail, and my team members Michael, Alex, Drema, and I are excited to talk to you about our idea for a novel cardiac patch for myocardial infarction. So, myocardial infarction, also known as a heart attack, occurs when blood flow to a part of the body is blocked, which leads to the death of heart muscle cells. Myocardial infarction affects almost over 800,000 people each year, with treatment options costing $20,000 to $60,000 to only remove the blockage, not considering the costs associated with aftercare, rehabilitation, recovery, as well as the diminished quality of life. Heart attacks often lead to heart disease and ultimately heart failure, which is the leading cause of death in the US.
So there are some current treatments for MI. These include thrombolysis, percutaneous coronary intervention, and coronary bypass grafting, which all aim to restore blood flow to the affected area by either alleviating that blockage or bypassing it completely. While this does work some of the time, there are some limitations to it. These surgeries can lead to future complications, which will need future treatment. They can be very invasive, and they often do not sufficiently restore cardiac function since they are not directly treating the damage done to the heart. So for the clinical need, we need to develop a post-MI treatment that effectively regenerates heart tissue and restores cardiac function.
So now for our approach, after a heart attack, the infarcted tissue, the affected area, the gray area shown here, loses its conductive and its contractile capabilities, which disrupts the heart's ability to contract properly. This is because, next slide, the heart has all these complicated electrical pathways that exist at different velocities and at different points in the heart. And they're different depending on the patient and depending on the affected area. So we propose a novel electrical cardiac patch that customizes the electrical pathways of the heart's native tissue on a patient-specific level.
Now, as with any novel treatment, there are some benefits and costs associated with our proposal. So the costs are pretty standard, thinking about R&D, manufacturing, training, education, regulatory compliance, and it can be estimated that these costs would be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars to actually implement our solution. However, when you look at the benefits of the fact that this has the potential to actually satisfactory stimulate tissue growth, improve cardiac function, reduce the risk of heart failure, and ultimately save a life, which is not quantifiable.
So in terms of competition, there are two current research methods being done. The first is injectable hydrogels, which some of their benefits are they're partially biomimetic, and they provide a microporous scaffold, which is great for protein absorption and bioactivity and promoting vascularization, but some of the drawbacks are their mechanical properties and immune responses. So the other research direction is cardiac patches, and their benefits are mechanical stability and tunable mechanical properties, such as changing the thickness of the patch, the degree of cross-linking, fabrication techniques, and many others. But some of their drawbacks are scalability and conductivity in a customizable and directionally dependent manner, which is where our novel idea comes in.
For our next steps, we plan to find materials with the optimal electrical properties that have the best chance of mimicking the conductive pathways of the heart. The desired outcome being that the cardiac patch both mimics the heart's conductivity and is biocompatible, such that it interfaces well with the tissue. We will then establish a protocol for functionality tests and experiments, including physical performance, functionality tests, cytotoxicity, and inflammatory responses to effectively analyze the future of our system.
Thank you very much for your time. Here are our references, and we look forward to any questions that you may have.